The streaming of light beams coming from the sun through the trees is said to have suggested that light travels in straight line. The particles, they scatter light. So here it is written that particles of suspension, dust particles, they are of that size. They scatter light. So option B is the answer. Next question, the flash of lightning is seen before the thunderstorm. This question is from sound chapter, very easy question. So here it is written, because light travels at very great speed in comparison to speed of sound. So option B is the correct answer. Next, okay, so it's a numerical problem. So in this problem, we will use this formula. P is equal to V square by R. First, we will find resistance here, okay, and then use that resistance and V from here to find current. So the answer is option C, 0.27 amperes. Next, the heating element in an electric iron is made up of. Okay, so here, these are some alloys which are written. So among these, nichrome is the wire which is used in electric irons. So option C is the correct answer here. Let's move to next question. This one is from optics. Okay, Sita 1.5 meter high stands before a plane mirror. So in order to get a complete image of her, so in case of plane mirrors, in order to get a full image, the mirror should be minimum of a height half that of a person, right? So if her height is 1.5 meters, then mirror should be of minimum 0.75 meters height. So option C. Next is galvanization is a method. It is used to prevent corrosion. Okay. So here it is written that galvanization is a method of protecting steel and iron from rusting. So option C, zinc. Next, which one of the following alloys contains a non-metal as one of its constituents? Let's look from notes. So here we have discussed some of the important alloys. As you can see, steel has iron, nickel, and carbon. Carbon is a non-metal. So our answer here is option D, steel. Next question, Buckminster fluorine, which looks like a football, is an allotropic form of. Okay, so here allotropes of carbon are given. This is diamond, graphite, graphene, and fluorine. C60 fluorine. So it is allotrope of carbon. Option C is the correct answer. All right. Next, this graph-based question. Which one of the following correctly represents VI graph for semiconductors? So we know the VI graph for semiconductor. Option C is the correct answer. This is the correct representation. Next, the green plants in terrestrial ecosystem, they absorb sunlight that falls on their leaf. So, see, okay, they are able to capture 10% of the energy, but most of it is reflected back by leaves. So they only, they are only able to utilize only 10% of 10%. That means 1%. So option A is the correct answer here. Next, consider the following reaction. This question is from extraction of metals. The reaction is given. We know that this reaction is exothermic reaction. Heat is evolved in this reaction. Okay, so here it is clearly stated. So they ask about the not correct statement. So B is incorrect statement. It is not an endothermic reaction, it is exothermic reaction. Next, okay, match the following. These two questions are from mixtures chapter and separation of mixtures. Okay, so here I want to show you. Okay, sorry, this one is from chemical reactions, right? So as you can see from note, all sorts of chemical reactions are given: combination, displacement, decomposition. All reactions are given. Okay, so 62 C option is correct answer. Next, which one of the following processes involved a chemical reaction? Again, two questions from only one page. Okay, so this a chemical reaction is given here. So burning of magnesium ribbon is there is the answer. Next, which one of the following metals do not react with cold water? So let's look from notes. See, here it is stated. Metals like aluminium, iron, and zinc, they do not react either with cold or hot water. Okay, so our answer here is iron. Next, consider the following reaction. Again, questions from metal and non-metals chapter. Correct answer is D. This is an ore of mercury. So it is in solid state. By heating it, we get liquid mercury and oxygen as gas. Next. Okay, this time there were many questions from this chapter, sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Okay, so related to that is this. The two important features of sexual reproduction in higher organisms are. So see, in higher organisms, gametes are produced by meiosis and then they are fertilized by process of syngamy, or we call it fertilization. So answer is B, meiosis and fertilization. Next, difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic. Which one of the following structure is exclusively present in eukaryotic? So here differences are given between prokaryotic and eukaryotic. So in eukaryotic, it's written mitochondria, plastid, and all such organelles are only present in eukaryotic. So option D is our answer. Next. An important cause of tooth decay is by a bacterium. It is able to attach to our teeth by forming a slime layer of teichoic acid. Option D is the answer. Next, in angiosperm, pollen grains are produced. 2 male gametes हैं, ठीक है? So double fertilization होती है. First fertilization की ये given है, and this is for second fertilization. First fertilization से zygote बनता है, second fertilization से endosperm बनता है. Okay, so option D is the correct answer. एक gamete जो है egg के साथ fuse करता है, दूसरा gamete secondary nucleus के साथ fuse करता है. Option D. Okay, then question number 70. Again related to all these, ठीक है? Chromosomes. So correct answer is B. Both chromosome number and DNA content in an organism remains same. If you're talking about humans, so every human will have same amount of DNA and chromosomes. Question number 71, again from this chapter. Okay, so a bee is shown here. Bees are responsible. Bees have what kind of relation with flower, right? They pollinate it. So answer is pollination. So 71, option B, pollination. Okay, next question. This question is from motion chapter. Here you need to know the formula for average speed. This is formula for average speed, total distance by total time taken, right? So here distance covered is 400 kilometers. Okay, initially odometer reading was 2000 kilometer, now it's 2400 kilometer. So 400 by total time, 8 hours. So answer is 50 kilometers per hour, option A. Next, Rani decide to convert AC into DC generator. How we can convert that? By using a split ring type commutator. Option A is the answer. Next, Ramesh cannot see distant object clearly beyond 2 meters. This defect can be corrected by, okay, so this can be corrected by first, it is nearsightedness condition, so it can be corrected by using concave lens. So concave lens have negative power, and we know the formula for focal length of power. What lens of what focal length is to be used? So this is formula for power 1 by focal length. Answer is option B, minus 0.5 diopter. Okay, next, which one of the, okay, difference between resistivity and resistance. So here you can see from notes, difference between resistant and resistivity is given, right? So our option, correct option is, okay, so it's a statement based question. First statement is false, fourth statement is false. Our second and third statements are correct. Correct option is statement 2 and 3, option C. Next, a liquid is heated up to certain temperature. Okay, this question asks what is boiling point? So we know what is boiling point. Boiling point is when liquid pressure becomes equal to atmospheric pressure, when vapor pressure become equal to atmospheric pressure. So option D is the answer. Next, which one of the following is not an example of organic compound? We know marsh gas is methane, it's organic compound. Urea is the first organic compound discovered. Cane sugar is organic. So option A is not an organic compound. Ammonium cyanide. Next, the acid used by goldsmiths is nitric acid to clean gold and silver articles. Next, what is the action of litmus on ethanol? So see, so here about litmus is given. It is used as acid-base indicator. We know it converts into what color in presence of acid and base. But ethanol is neither acid nor base, so it is neutral towards ethanol. Option A. Which one of the following metal is not an essential component in stainless steel? So answer is tin. So let's look from our notes. So for stainless steel, see, iron and chromium are given. Nickel is also an important component, but tin is not used. So option D, tin is the answer. Okay, next question is from separation of mixtures chapter. So here various processes and separation methods are given. So I want to show you this page where we have discussed all such methods: evaporation, centrifugation, separating funnel, sublimation, and all these. The correct answer for this question is option C. Next, which one of the following is not a requirement for photosynthesis? Chlorophyll is required. It is a green pigment. CO2 is required. CO2 is the carbon source. Water is required. Oxygen is not required by plants for photosynthesis. Next, in flowering plants, DNA content of parents get halved during pollen formation. Okay, we have seen this. Okay, that meiosis जो है, meiosis occur in gametes, right? So D, pollen formation. Next, what is the correct sequence during sexual reproduction? So see, first egg is formed, zygote is formed, right? Okay, egg, zygote, embryo, and then seed. So option A. 96th question again from this chapter. So see, from 1-2 pages of notes, there were around 6 questions. Okay. So here we know seeds contain embryo, fertilized ovule is seed, ovary is fruit. Ovary, fruit, ovule, seed. So option ovary, fruit, ovule, zygote or seed, right? Then zygote present in seed. Option B is the answer here. Okay, next question. For this, you need to know 2 things: that resistance is minimum in case of parallel circuits, right? So we can eliminate these 2 options. Among these 2, if we use the formula for resistance in parallel, okay, this is the formula for resistance in parallel, we get minimum resistance for this, option A. Here resistance will be 1. In second case, resistance is 1.5 ohm, right? Next question, what will happen if positive and negative charge, they move in magnetic field? So what will happen is, yes, force will act on them. The negative charge will move in opposite direction. The positive will move in the direction of magnetic field. So option B is the answer here. Okay. So this is just a question from notes where we have discussed this thing along with formulas. Next question, in next question, you have to determine the pressure sequence, right? For 3 blocks. We know pressure is force by area, force exerted is mg by A. Okay? And since they have same mass, so pressure depends on area. जिसका area ज़्यादा, pressure कम. So here value of area are given for all of these. Option A is the answer. Next, which one of the following metals can be extracted using carbon as reducing agent? So see, carbon reducing agent. Okay, for example, when zinc oxide is heated with carbon. Okay, so we get the answer from here. Option A, zinc. Next, which one of the following is not true with respect to colloidal solution? So let's look from notes. So colloidal solution, they are homogeneous in nature. not, they look homogeneous, but they are actually heterogeneous, right? So we have to select incorrect statement here. So option B, which says that it is a homogeneous statement, is incorrect one. Right. So B is the answer here. Next, kerosene and petrol can be separated by the method of separating funnel. Two are immiscible liquids. They can be separated by separating funnel. So option B. Next, some statements about carbon are given. Okay. So this is from notes. Catenation is the property, tetravalency is the property, multiple bonding is the property, right? Carbon can have single bond, double bond, and triple bond. But option 4 states that carbon can form 4 bonds with other carbon. Okay. Right. So this is not possible. Okay. So fourth is incorrect statement. Rest all are true. So option C. Next, a graph is given. Okay, for V is equal to U plus AT. That means you have to, identify the graph which shows acceleration. So we did all sorts of graph, right? And here you have to look for a graph which shows acceleration. So option D, where distance varies with time. That means speed is changing. Velocity is changing. That means motion is accelerated. So D option. Next question. Okay, this question is based on conservation of momentum, right? So this is formula for conservation of momentum. When we apply it, we get the answer as D, 40 meter per second. Next question, which one of the following optical instrument phenomena sports that light is a transverse wave? So D, polarization. Okay. Okay, so here formula for conservation of momentum is given, right? Which is required to solve that question. Right. Now, what materials can be attracted by a magnet? So here all kind of materials are given in notes: paramagnetic, diamagnetic, ferromagnetic. Okay. So among these, only stainless steel will be attracted. So option A. All right. So that's all. I hope you all did well in your exam. Thank you for watching.